Hello there, I'm Christine and welcome to my channel. It's been a funny few days and I'm a little bit late with this video because I'm here in Brisbane and we have been inundated with flooding and weather and all sorts of energies happening. And whilst for me, I've been high and dry, thankfully, others have not been so fortunate, and I find myself helping other people, which I think is really great. It's a wonderful opportunity to sort of help shape the world as to how we want it, and be good to our neighbours, and our neighbours, we're all good to each other. So I'm just going to change the cameras now and talk about the planets and the cards for this week. There we go. Beautiful. So the sun, here we have the sun, it's sextiling Uranus in Taurus, and sextiles is where energy flows. So you can see with the water there, energy's flowing and hair tie, and we are helping each other. And it's also a good time to bring our dreams to life. And for some people, that might be if you're wanting to achieve something, which is just fantastic. But for others, it might be at another level where in the back of your mind, you've been wanting society to improve and things to improve, because we've all been experiencing restrictions and lockdowns and various different things, and a huge amount of change with the pandemic over the last 18 months. So it's really nice to sort of think, wow, I know how I want things to be, and I'm going to do things this way, and I'm going to take that chance to offer help and help people. And also with the new moon coming, it's a sense of stepping outside of your comfort zone and also being thankful for what you do have, and allowing yourself to sort of bathe in that sort of and absorb, and then reflect out that sort of light of goodness that's within us all, and that sense of helping and not necessarily wanting in return, because it's all spur of the moment stuff. Like my husband and I went for a walk the other day, and there was horses in the schoolyard across the road, because they needed to be moved to higher ground, and the horses were getting frantic, and the lady with the horses was getting frantic because she couldn't get to the leads. And my husband said, I'll go home and get some dog leads, that'll help. And it was just that instantaneous help, without any thought of, well, I don't care if I get the leads back, it's just good to sort of help, and let's help these animals and help the horses, and get to a higher and safer ground. So it's that's just one example, but I'm sure you have lots of examples of things happening in your world where you're sort of just reaching out and helping somebody, and not sort of thinking, don't worry about that cup of sugar, the universe will all even out. It's that sort of energy. That's what I'm getting with that when I look at those cards and I look at the astrology that goes with that. So this is all leading up as well with the energies building of the new moon. And we have a new moon on March the 2nd, because it's March the 1st today. Sorry, the days are all running together for me with the weather patterns that I've been experiencing, and then also caught up with sort of thoughts and prayers for the people of Ukraine, because whilst here in Brisbane people are getting rescued off the roof of their houses, there's also horrible things happening in other parts of the world. So thoughts and prayers for the people of the Ukraine. And once again, there's that helping people going across the borders into Poland, and the Polish people just saying, there's clothes over there, we've got soup and stew on the go, let's just all help each other as you, because you are our neighbours as well. So that energy building with the new moon in Pisces at 12 degrees, if you want to look at it where it is in your chart, what you have in Pisces at 12 degrees, and the moon's sort of bringing up that whole sense of something new to start. But also, not only we do have the new moon with the it was our moon card, and it is the moon in Pisces card, with that. It's new starts. It's time to meditate. And I see these, while some people think, oh, there's Pisces, fish swimming this way and that way. But isn't it just out there running into our neighbours and having that sort of caring and sensitivity what other people are going through, that are travelling and working in this universe along with us? And also for those who are wanting to manifest, as I said, with the sun in Pisces and then the moon in Pisces, it's wonderful for your manifestation. Sorry, I held that wrong. There's the people in the universe. We're all under the one moon and we're all swimming through this world the best we can, and it's good that we are acknowledging each other as we swim by in the Pisces energy. And a new start coming, new energies getting brought in. And also for people who are wanting to manifest, these are the moonology cards obviously, and this is the manifestation ones. And with the new moon in Pisces, it is all about drawing into the collective to start a new beginning that you want, and attuning to that divine. And the divine can be something that's greater outside of you, but it's also can be the divine within you, the good within you, the spirit within you. So it's many things. And once again, here we have, where I am, the water's flowing for sure in many ways. Lots of water everywhere. But then again, still hope. Got up this morning, the sun's shining, wonderful. I'll just put those there. And this moon is also meeting up with Jupiter, the planet of abundance and growth, but also the planet of making it bigger and bigger. I just won't make this a little bit of a waterfall and a little bit of rain. I'm going to make a lot of rain so all the trees get all the water and the earth gets the water, because it is that planet of growth and abundance. And it's also in the sign of Pisces, and Pisces is a very fertile, growthy sign. And that means if you're wanting to sort of have new growth, it's time to now, with this moon coming together, time to put into place what you want, and also use these all energy of the Jupiter and the moon to sort of just have this as a wonderful time to let things grow. The seeds that you planted or the seeds you're going to plant, nurture them and look after them, because this is the new moon in Pisces is one of a powerful moon for setting intentions that what you want to manifest in your life. And because of this conjunction, like every new moon is a time of setting intentions, but then there's certain ones that coincide with other planetary energies that just give it that extra bit of oomph, if you like. And so that is what that energy is also. So you can really cast your spells, set your intentions of how you want to manifest things in your life. And that's very important, because we all want things. I'm just going to move. I've got to get these dates right sometimes, because on March the 2nd we have Mercury conjunct Saturn. It's all up here. Mercury in Aquarius conjuncting Saturn in Aquarius as well. And everyone goes, ooh, Saturn. But Saturn is where we get the discipline to bring and manifest. It's the doing the work stuff. It's the doing the work stuff, the Saturn energy, and we need that. Otherwise we'd all be just lolling around on the couch wishing for the moon, so to speak. So this we have to do the work. And Mercury is very happy in Aquarius, and Saturn rules Aquarius. So it's very it's pretty good there in this sign. So they're coming together. This gives an opportunity to just bring those goals together, provided that you're doing the work. But it's also an idea of thinking that things can improve. And this comes back to this energy along here. When I sort of look at that, remember I said people helping each other. Well, when I turn my TV on at the moment, I've literally got people who pulled out their tinny and are going up the street and getting people out of their homes and putting them in their little boats, and then the land rescue people can sort of help with it. It's like it's the community together, and then the community organisation coming together, where lay people and organised community organisations come together as well, and that's what this is. And so I'm literally sort of seeing that around me. And also this is where you do it, as I said, along here with these energies of not sort of thinking, well, I don't want anything in return for this. This is what we do as people. This is how we help people. This is the world we want. And Saturn provides that framework for that, and people will look back and remember. People will look back and feel the world's a better place, because these energies are helping us shape a better world. It's building step by step. Worlds don't change so overnight like that. I mean, you read it overnight and go, yep, it's changing, it's coming. It happens in increments, and it also happens with events that happen in life that bring about change. And sometimes those events are uncomfortable, but we get together, get to the other side, and we get together through the benefit of our humanity. We also have on March the 3rd, looking at that date, Venus, we'll move them around there. Is it Mars and Venus or Venus and Mars? I don't know. They go at different paces at different times, and then other times they're at hand in hand. They're like a dance, and you never know who's leading who. So Venus and Mars come together and meet up with Pluto at 27 degrees Capricorn. Pluto's at 27 degrees Capricorn, and that's sort of like a significant number. So you look what's at 27 degrees Capricorn, you look where Pluto is at your chart, and what part of that in your chart, where that is, and what's getting activated with that energies that you can make the most of. So this is an intense meeting, these three sets of cards, because usually when these two come together, they dance in and out of life constantly, the lovers of the universe, so to speak, whether they're dancing in step or one's trying to lead the other is how it works, but that is the give and take of life. But then when Pluto gets involved, you sort of get this sort of little bit of an intensity happening there, that the calling's there, the calling's happening, and you're going to pay attention. And that energy helps us increase our determination to with what we're wanting to achieve, and that determination for some can turn into an obsession, where we're sort of thinking, well, I want to be rewarded for that. I want people to see what I've done, a little bit of things like that. But also the ultimate key, apart from that sort of side energy of that, is working together and understanding what is it that we want. What is Pluto calling us to as a collective, and how are we going to be wanting it to, how is it wanting us? Remember how I was talking about Mars and Venus dancing along? Well, how are we all going to get in step with the universal energies so that we can run our lives and enjoy our lives and our neighbourhoods and our communities in a different way? Because Pluto is gently but slowly dancing itself into Aquarius, which is where that is going to happen with that. So we also have on the 5th our Sun conjuncting Jupiter. You can see that. There we go. And that is going to bring wonderful transits. Look at these two. Sun is shining, breakthrough is happening, and also it's like things are flowing well, the cups are lining up, like those fountains when all the champagne's flowing through, your stars are in alignment. These are like your lucky stars are in alignment, and that brings about good. It's very sort of auspicious, lucky. opportunistic time to start things. Some people under this transit buying new businesses, they're getting their weddings planning and setting those serious concrete steps in their wedding plans. It's moving from being, oh, I want the wedding to be like this and one of this, to doing that. We've booked the hall, we've booked the person, we're getting the dress made, all those sort of concrete steps. And also for a lot of people, buying and selling of property with that under this sort of transit. And this this transit, I don't know how often it happens. I should have looked it up in the ephemeris before I sort of talked about it. But this is a really good energy to just sort of get in step once again, all become getting in step, taking the first step and doing, because Jupiter here is big energy. It's expansive energy, and it's also having that faith in yourself and your dreams to think, well, this is what I want, I'm going to make it happen, because you're taking that breakthrough, taking that concrete step, feeling good about it, having that optimism and saying, well, it's going to work because we're going to make it work. That sort of energy happening around the sun meeting up with Jupiter. On March the 6th, we have Venus and Mars, getting back to them. They've still got them dancing around in the background, but that doesn't go anywhere. But then we also have this wonderful Aquarius energy coming in, and Venus and Mars have been sort of dancing backwards and forwards and going retrograde and swinging past Pluto for a time, and they are back in Aquarius coming on the 2nd, on the 7th, it's their second time on March the 6th. There's a lot of numbers floating around with this, and this is time where things are going to run smoothly, because Aquarius is about freedom. And whilst Aquarian energy is, Pluto is sort of building towards moving into Aquarius in another year or so, it is all helping to think, making us think, what do we want? How do we want things to be? Where is love more important than corporate money things? You need all that, but does it need to be running everything? Is that the world we want, where the world is running on a dollar, so to speak? We are wanting more freedom and equality with the star sign, and there's hope for that. There's hope for that with that. And so with this Mars and Venus coming together also in Aquarius, in the sign of Aquarius, it's time for us to think with a sense of all this wonderful energy breakthrough. Well, we're going to make it happen, but also that sense with the star brings of optimism and helping us think we are going to shape the world we want, how we want to be with our neighbour, how we want to be in our suburb, our village, community, and what do we want for the future. And it's up to us to make it, and we will step by step, because we're going to pour energy with the star there into the collective pool of consciousness of how we want things to be. That's what's coming up. So there are the cards and the stars. I hope you've enjoyed it, and I'd like to thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next video. Bye for now. Can't stop. Can't stop the video. doesn't want to stop. It wants me to keep going like the waters are running. No. There we